And now I give this time to Sister Juhili to speak to us. Thank you, sister. Time is yours.
Thank you. 네, 안녕하세요. 만나 뵙게 되어 반갑습니다. 저는 채식 요리 전문가 이주희라고 합니다.
Hello, 죄송합니다.
네.
Hello, everyone. I want to start my cooking class today. My name is Juhee Lee.
네, 오늘 처음으로 먼저 바레인에 계신 여러분들 진심으로 환영하고 만나 뵙게 되어서 반갑습니다.
Welcome, everyone. It's my pleasure to meet you today.
네, 오늘은 요리 두 가지를 배우기 전에 완전 채식은 무엇인지 한번 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
First, I would like to go over what the complete vegetarian means.
네, 이 비건이라는 단어를 사용하는데요. 고기는 물론하고 계란과 유제품, 생선, 모든 동물성 식품들을 배제한 생활 습관을 이야기합니다.
So pure vegetarian or the word vegan was originally defined as a diet free of meat, dairy products, and even eggs.
네, 이뿐만 아니라 옷이라든지 신발, 모든 생활에서 동물성을 배제하고 완전 천연으로 천연의 식물성을 사용하는 것이 요즘 트렌드이기도 합니다.
So nowadays, the vegan term has a trend of also refers any items like shoes, shampoo, all those just the popular items we use in the daily life, but those without animal products, it is called vegan.
네, 그러한 이유는 무엇일까요? 바로 건강과 또 환경으로 파괴된 지구를 회복할 수 있고 기아에도 도움을 준다고 합니다.
So why do you want to become a vegetarian? So there's a benefits for vegan. Benefits of becoming vegan is, first of all, you will get your own health benefit. Second, you will save the earth. And number three, you will save the hunger across all over the world.
네, 그러면 오늘 맛있는 메뉴 두 가지입니다. 네, 비건 치킨 너겟과 아스파라거스 가지롤입니다.
완두콩 스튜가 아니고요.
네, 잘못됐네요.
예.
죄송합니다.
아스파라거스 가지롤. Okay, so I have two cooking menu today. First is a vegan chicken nugget, and second is on your right hand side. The picture shows asparagus, eggplant roll.
네, 가지롤. 네. 네. 네, 먼저 비건 치킨 너겟을 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
First dish is a vegan chicken nugget.
네, 재료인데요. 재료는 얼린 두부와 마늘, 캐슈넛, 양파가루, 생강가루, 파프리카 가루, 쿠민 가루와 글루텐, 통밀빵가루, 다진 땅콩, 올리브유가 필요합니다.
So the ingredients for this recipe is first you need frozen tofu, and you need 5 cloves of garlic, and soy sauce 2 tablespoons, cashew nut powder 1 tablespoon, and the onion powder 2 teaspoons, and ginseng powder 1 tablespoon, and the green pepper, 파가 뭐더라? green onion 30 gram, and paprika powder 1 teaspoon, cumin powder 1/2 teaspoon, and gluten powder 8 tablespoon, and whole wheat powder 1 cup.
저기 주희 이 PPT 맞아요?
네.
오늘
네,
준비한 게
맞는데 제가
있어요?
네네네네. 이
근데 번역 안 했어요?
페이지가 번역이 안 돼 있네요. 제가 잠깐 실수를 한 것 같아요. 다음 거는
아니야,
번역이 되어 있습니다.
놔줄 거였는데 저기 그 아스파라거스
네.
말고 다른 거였잖아요.
이 바레인에서는 치킨 너겟과
응.
아스파라거스 두 가지 하기로 했어요.
저기 번역 안 하고.
아니, 원래 번역을 했는데 제가 지금
응.
이게 PPT가 막 섞이면서
그러니까
죄송합니다.
그거를
네네네.
보여줘야지. 조금 시간
네.
걸리더라도 다시 내리고 찾아보세요. 응?
아,
왜냐면 이거 다
그냥
읽어주려면
네.
알지도 못하거니와
네네네. 그럼
음.
제가 그냥 만드는 법으로 바로 넘어갈게요. 그냥 통역으로 영상으로 하겠습니다.
그러면 나중에 저기 끝나고
네.
나서 저희 레시피로
네, 레시피를 영문으로 다시 하겠습니다.
네.
죄송합니다. 네.
So the ingredients actually it's not written in English, so I'm gonna send you guys the later for the ingredients. So let's just go to the video directly.
네. 치킨 너겟 만드는 방법 살펴보겠습니다.
This is the method how you make the chicken nuggets. This is the end products.
네.
Looks nice and delicious.
얼린 두부.
네, 진짜 치킨 같죠? 네,
Like
일단
chicken. Mhm.
네, 재료들
This is all
한번
ingredients.
네. 먼저 얼린 두부는 하루 정도 냉동에 두부를 얼려주세요.
So you freeze your tofu in the refrigerator in the freezer about 1 day.
네, 그 다음에 한 6시간 정도 해동을 해주신 뒤에 물기를 꼭 짜주세요.
And you deep freeze about 6 hours in the room temperature, and then you squeeze out all the water in the tofu.
네, 얼린 두부를 잘라서 믹서에 넣고 갈겠습니다.
Then you take parts of those tofu and the food put in the food processor.
네, 양파가루 2스푼 넣어주시고요.
And then add onion powder
네,
and
캐슈넛 가루 1큰술,
cashew nut powder
파와
and green
마늘을
onions,
네,
garlic.
생강가루도
Also,
넣어주세요.
you put the ginseng powder, paprika powder, and cumin powder. Then lastly, put the amino soy sauce. Then you just close the lid and then grind it in the food processor.
네, 중간중간 잘 섞어가면서 갈아주세요.
Make sure you mix well in interim while you're doing it, and then do it again.
네, 두부를 얼려서 사용하면 훨씬 더 단백질이 더 농축이 되기 때문에 훨씬 더 함량이 좋아진다고 합니다.
The benefit of the frozen tofu is because frozen tofu increases the concentration of protein. That's why you will get much more benefit with frozen tofu. Then
네.
once you're done, mixed well, then you mix with gluten powder and mix well in the bowl.
네, 가루를 넣을 때는 조금씩 넣어가며 농도를 맞추어서 반죽을 해봅니다.
So make sure you put the powder gradually. Make sure the concentration is appropriate.
네, 이제 빵가루를 위에다 묻혀주겠습니다.
Then you prepare bread powder, and then make sure you coating with the bread powder with those dough.
네, 원하시는 모양대로 만들어 주시면 될 것 같고요. 아이들과 함께 만들어도 재밌는 활동이 될 것 같습니다.
So whatever size or shape you just determine by yourself. Is a bite size or a little bit bigger size. You can choose it.
네, 이제 오븐팬에 올리브유를 바르고 두부 너겟을 얹어 주겠습니다.
So then you heat in a large skillet over medium to high heat, and then you and then you start cooking.
원래는 치킨은 튀기지만 저희는 오븐에다가 건강한
이거
요리법으로
오븐인가요?
굽도록
스킬렛이 아니고.
하겠습니다.
Sorry, I made a mistake. So actually, I don't use a skillet. I put it in the oven. So make sure you put it in the large enough plate, and then on top of the tofu nugget, you spray enough oil, and then about 180 degrees preheated oven, cook about 15 minutes.
네, 구워지는 동안 이제 소스를 만들어 보겠습니다.
While it's cooking, I'm gonna make a sauce.
네, 올리브유 1큰술을 넣고 마늘을 향을 내어서 볶아주세요.
With 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and you stir the garlic in the pan.
네, 이제 토마토 소스 4큰술을 넣어주겠습니다.
Then you pour 4 tablespoons of tomato sauce, and pour 1 tablespoon of amino soy sauce. And 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Then mix well. And this is something sweet. It is called, you can either use honey, or anything, just 생각이 안 나. And then just put the honey, or and then make sure once it mixes well, and then you boil it enough, then turn off the heat.
네, 이제 오븐에서 꺼낸 너겟을 양념 소스에 묻혀 보겠습니다. 네, 잘 구워졌죠?
Once the nugget come out from the oven, and then you just coat with the sauce you already made.
네, 조금 전 만들어진 토마토 소스를 잘 섞어서 네, 코팅을 해주세요.
And just make sure you coat well.
네, 이제 접시에 가장자리에 예쁜 샐러드로 네, 데코레이트를 하고 그 다음에 네, 잘 구워진 너겟을 2가지 네, 모양으로 얹어 보겠습니다.
When you serve, you can decorate the dish with the salad outside, and then put inside maybe half of the side you put the chicken nugget without coating of coating of the chicken nugget, and then the other side you put the chicken nugget already coated.
네, 위에 땅콩을 얹어주시면 이제 완성입니다.
Then you spray out the chopped peanut, and that's right before you serve the dish.
네, 진짜 치킨 모양처럼 아주 맛있어 보이죠?
It looks delicious like a real chicken.
네, 얼린 두부로 만든 비건 치킨 너겟 완성입니다.
Now we're all done. This is first dish.
네, 영양 많은 치킨 너겟 꼭 한번 해보세요. 이제 아스파라거스 가지마리입니다.
Next dish is asparagus eggplant rolls.
네, 재료 살펴보겠습니다. 아스파라거스 12개, 가지, 당근 하나, 소금, 올리브 오일 필요합니다.
So ingredients are as below: asparagus, eggplant, carrot, salt, and olive oil.
네, 그다음에 레몬 소스가 잠깐 필요한데요. 레몬 2큰술, 아가베 시럽, 그리고 소금 약간이 필요합니다.
And you need this sauce for these ingredients. You need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and agave syrup and pinch of salt.
네, 그리고 이 요리에 딜로 만든 두부 크림을 만들어 보았는데요. 두부 280g, 딜 반 티스푼, 그리고 양파, 캐슈넛 가루, 레몬 주스, 아몬드 밀크, 올리브 오일, 소금이 필요합니다.
Also, I made a dill and tofu cream. For this, you need tofu, dill, onion, and cashew nuts, lemon juice, and almond milk, and olive oil, and a little bit of salt.
네, 그러면 함께 만드는 법 다시 살펴보겠습니다.
Then I will show you this video.
네, 완성된 모습입니다. 네, 먼저 딜 두부 크림을 만들어 보겠습니다.
First, this is the process of making dill tofu cream. Put the tofu and onions and a little bit of salt, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And olive oil, 1 tablespoon. And 50 milliliter of almond milk.
네, 곱게 갈아주면 네, 완성입니다.
And this is how it turned out after all
네,
the
이제 요리 그릇에 담아주시고요.
Pour in the
딜
different bowl.
소금을 섞어주세요.
and mix lastly dill half teaspoon.
네, 이제 아스파라거스를 손질해 보겠습니다. 단단한 부분인 밑동을 좀 잘라주시고요.
So make sure the hard part of the asparagus you cut it out.
네, 가지는 양배추 채칼로 얇게 슬라이스 하겠습니다.
And the eggplant, make sure you use the equipment and then slice very thinly.
이제 얇게 썰어진 가지는 한쪽에 놔두고 당근 역시 얇게 슬라이스합니다.
Also, with this equipment, the carrot you slice very thinly.
네, 두께를 맞춰주기 위해서 사방으로 돌려가며 슬라이스를 해주세요.
So make sure make sure the size and everything is pretty consistent.
네, 레몬 소스, 레몬즙과 아가베 시럽 소금 넣고 만들겠습니다.
This is how you make a lemon sauce.
아가베 시럽과 소금입니다.
Agave syrup, lemon juice, and salt. And then mix well.
네, 당근은 단단하기 때문에 하루 정도 냉장에 넣어서 재워두세요.
Make sure you marinate about 1 day in the refrigerator.
네, 옆에 데코레이트할 재료들 레디쉬와 레몬을 좀 슬라이스 하겠습니다.
This is a red radish and a lemon to decorate in the plate.
네, 물을 살짝 끓여서 아스파라거스를 데쳐 보겠습니다.
So in the boiled water, and then you put the asparagus.
네, 한 30초 정도 데쳐서 건지겠습니다.
After 30 seconds pass, then you take those out.
네, 가지는 올리브 오일을 살짝 넣어서 팬에 부어주세요.
In the skillet, heat it up enough. Then you put the olive oil, then the eggplant, put it in, and then make sure you fry well, front and back.
네, 위에 소금을 살짝 뿌려주세요.
And lastly, put the salt.
네, 이제 다 구워진 가지는 네, 쿠킹 오일을 따라 네, 페이퍼를 따라서 얹어놓겠습니다.
Once you're all done, put it in the already prepared the dish on top of the paper towel.
네, 당근 역시 키친타올에서 수분을 제거해 주세요.
Also, those carrots, you make sure remove all the moisture.
네, 이제 가지를 말아보겠습니다. 사선으로 가지를 잘 말아주세요.
And then you roll with the just wrap the asparagus with the eggplant like this.
네, 아스파라거스는 영양이 굉장히 많은데요. 항산화 성분이 많고 소염작용에도 좋고 혈당 조절에도 아주 좋다고 합니다.
So asparagus has so a lot of nutritional benefits. It decreases the blood sugar and good for your blood pressure too. And the next is you wrap with the carrot.
네, 새콤달콤한 당근을 말아도 아주 상큼하니 맛있습니다. 네, 이제 가지말이와 당근말이 아스파라거스를 접시에 예쁘게 담아 보겠습니다.
And you serve with like this setting.
네, 아까 만들어 두었던 딜 두부 크림도 옆에 함께 놓고요.
With the previously made dill tofu cream.
네, 레디쉬와 레몬으로 장식을 하겠습니다.
And decorate with the radish and lemon.
네, 아스파라거스 가지말이 완성입니다.
And this is the dish finally done.
네, 아스파라거스의 아삭아삭함과 가지의 고소함, 그리고 당근의 새콤달콤함이 정말 맛있는 요리였습니다.
So once you taste it, it's really crunchy because of asparagus, and it's really sweet and sweet and a little bit sour because of the because of the carrot. So try by yourself at home.
네, 오늘 두 가지 요리, 비건 치킨 너겟과 아스파라거스 가지말이 두 가지 해보았는데요. 여러분들 꼭 한번 시도해 보시고 여러분들 정말 건강하시기를 기원합니다.
Thank you very much, everyone. I recommend you try at home at least one time. Thank you very much. Thanks for your attention.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Juhi Lee. Thank you for spending your time with us. We pray that your ministry will be a blessing for many people around you. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us. Now I want to welcome Sister Sun Quinn. She is the Doctor of Rehabilitation Medicine, College of Medicine in USA. So I want to welcome Sister Sun Quinn to speak to us. Thank you.
All right. Can you see? Do you see my screen?
Yes, we can
Okay.
see your screen.
Okay. All right, great. Hello, everyone.
아직 안 열렸어.
안 열렸어요?
Not the PowerPoint.
Oh, not the PowerPoint?
염증을 눌러야지.
We are seeing the folder.
Okay, let me
아직
see.
폴더에 들어있어.
Don't save.
오케이.
Do you see now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet? How about now?
No.
아직.
Can you just close it and come again? Open again?
Stop sharing, you mean?
Yes. Share.
다시.
Yeah. Then it's share again.
Okay. How about now?
Yes.
됐어.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Okay, all right.
That's good.
Hello, everyone. Hi. My name is Sun Kwan. I work in United States as a physician. I've been working in the United States about 12 years. I was born and raised from South Korea, but however, luckily I'm just now practicing in United States. And then today I would like to have this topic of the the great position and the natural remedies, how important that is. And then around this time, we are experiencing a lot of unknown diseases, suffering, and a lot of people, even though they tried everything with the modern medicine, they still looking for the cure, and still they cannot find any solution for their issues. So I would like to talk about that, and then mention about this inflammation, especially today. It's the root of the most of the diseases. So sorry. Yep. So majority of my content today is talk about the cause of inflammation. So that's why I put it this like a blank. So what's going to be the cause of inflammation? You're going to give me the answer later. So inflammation is very important. Probably you are not familiar with inflammations and the disease relationships, but diseases occurs when the level of inflammation increases, especially if your inflammation is really, really extremely high. It leads to cancer too. So how important this is. So it is really good for you guys to together today come here, even though it's through the Zoom. We are not really in person. This is one of the great benefits we are facing. Even with this pandemic period time, we can share this knowledge together. I'm really glad for that. So back to inflammation. So with modern medicine, when you define you have inflammation, with the lab test showing like this, so with the definition and objective definition of inflammation, it says that it's one of the marker of CRP and ESR if that's an increase, that means you have inflammation of your body. So when you go to the hospital and then your blood was withdrawn, and then if it shows with increased level of these two landmark, and then they says you have inflammations. So what causes inflammation? So definitely modern medicine describe differently, but today I want to talk about in perspective view of natural medicine. So there's 5 causes of inflammations. First, toxins in our body, and second, waste products in the blood. So if you have a lot of waste products in the blood circulating, that causes inflammations. And then third, external invaders like a bacteria or a virus, that causes significant inflammation once that invades our body. And number 4, the secretions of our body's antibodies after the fight with all these virus bacteria, that those some leftover secretions circulating our body then causes inflammation. And number 5, if you have too much excessive nutrition or fat, those too much of excess accumulate our body. Then how do you know you have inflammation in your body? There is a self-diagnosis method. So you are gaining really a lot of weight. However, you're still very hungry, and you even though you ate a lot, you're still very hungry and you're still craving for sweets. That's one of the signs of you have inflammation. And also, your nail break very easily. Hair is not shiny or fall out easily, or you swells a lot in the morning. You noticeable that, fingers swollen and whole body swollen, and you always feel very tired. So I think probably not all the symptoms, maybe, but 1 or 2 symptoms of these probably you already experienced. Then the method of to get rid of this inflammation in our body is one of the methods is the detox of our body. So detox means that's the abbreviation of detoxifications. D means removal and tox means toxin. So detox means just a removal of a toxin from our body. How? Through the method of fasting or eating less or enema or through the bath. I will talk about this a little bit more detail later. And as I already mentioned before, the outside external invaders like a virus, bacteria, fungus, or parasites could be the source of inflammations. So these outsider attacker, like a very, very small, most of them, we cannot really see with our bare eyes, especially if this is a comparison of the size chart. So if you, with the animal cell, one cell size is only 10 micrometer, but the bacteria size is 1/10 of size, and virus is much smaller than that. So virus is the smallest size of invader. We cannot even see it. It causes a lot of problem like COVID we are experiencing. And we don't know what kind of more epidemic disease we're going to experience from now on with this smallest size of a pathogen. Then inflammations also caused by a lot of waste products in the body. So it could be toxin, or it could be any accumulated buildup plaque or anything. Once it builds up more than what's supposed to be, that causes inflammations. It builds up whole lot in any part of our body. It causes different diseases. Like it builds up in the skin, it causes atopy disease or pus. If it's in the blood, it's built up in the blood vessels, it causes arteriosclerosis and also causes arthritis in the bone. If it builds up in the muscle, it is called fibromyositis, or can cause severe or chronic fatigue. If it's built up in the brain or nervous system, it will cause depression or dementia. So a lot of people think that depression that's just a malingering, or it could be some the neurotransmitter problem. However, when you have some excessive waste products in your body accumulated in the brain, this could be the cause of some disease too. Also, these waste products accumulate in other body parts. It causes cancer too. And as you are getting older, our body has a tendency accumulate more waste or toxins in our body, and has decreased the functions of excrete all those waste and toxins. Then that causes inflammation. So aging itself causes some of the problem automatically. And then this shows the picture. And I just want to mention to you, all these pictures I'm showing is from missionary Joanna Kim. She has been collecting these pictures from the medical missionary or by herself. She either even took the pictures when she met the patients or experienced, and then she treated the patients. So I just want to make sure disclose itself, all these pictures from the real patients. So this is the picture of the patients has build up, actually inflammatory cells built up in her joint, causing rheumatoid arthritis or arthritis. And you see the deformed joint and swollen, and very painful, swollen joints and very painful. And this is the picture of the first picture on your upper right hand corner side. This is the picture of a sty eye. So you see that a lot. This definitely, it's accumulation or the blockage of one of the gland in your eye. That's the because of and then causes inflammations. So when you have too much of cholesterol in your eyes, that causes this kind of problem with accumulating cholesterol in your eyes. That causes name of a xanthoma diagnosis. So if your body has any ingredients, too much of excess buildup in your body part, any part, that shows this kind of manifestation. Also, this is the picture of inflammations caused by gout or other sources of inflammation, but shows the significant signs of inflammations of redness and swelling and significant pain. And another pictures for the even shows the skin changes with redness and swelling, and even nail bed changes too. And this is the typical picture of acne. This is another the typical manifestation of inflammations in the oily sweat gland. So it causes, once that blocked with a lot of waste of our body, then it just blocked the gland and causes significant inflammations, and then it shows like this severe acne. And this is the pictures of accumulations of this is the psoriasis disease, accumulations of autoimmune antibodies in the built up as a plaque form in the skin or in the organs. It's a pretty thick accumulation, thick built up, and sometimes it's very itchy, and then just cosmetically it doesn't look good. Patient, they just complain about a lot of itchiness. And this is another example of the inflammatory cells accumulated in the body. And then psoriasis pictures with the white scaly and very itchy, and doesn't really look good as appearance. It's another picture for the inflammations. The same. And this is the picture of the arm eczema. This is not the autoimmune disease, but the picture of it's a part of the atopy diseases, but when you have a different type of atopy and it's a really advanced seriously, then it causes a thickness of skin and causes a very it's very itchy. And this is the real patients taken by Joanna Kim in 2018. This picture shows a Mongolian young lady suffering from this skin disease, very bad, and looks really serious. And this lady had a severe fungal infection, interestingly, and she had this condition for a long period of time, and then especially in Mongol, they eat a lot of animal products, a lot of meat, because they don't have vegetables enough to eat. And so that's why their main source of dish is meat. And then at the time, she was suffering with this severe fungal infection in the whole body, showing like this. And she tried everything as possible as she can, tried all those medication, treatment with the Western medicine. However, it didn't really get better. It's actually getting worse. And then Joanna, missionary, she recommended her only eating so basically fasting, fruit fasting. So eating only fruit, 3 meals a day, only fruits. So, and then she recommended the charcoal powder, drink charcoal powder every day. Drink charcoal powder, as well as mix the charcoal powder in the water, and then taking a bath in that water, and as well as use the tea tree oil in those skin lesions, as well as aloe vera gel every single day. And amazingly, this young lady, even though she tried everything, her condition couldn't really get better with the Western medicine. However, as she's trying all these methods all together, eating only fruits a couple days, and she contacted Joanna Kim after a couple days later, she said she's getting better, and then eventually she got a lot better, and then she got cured. So how amazing, this only one person, it is just illustration of only one person. However, a lot of people, even though we don't see them, they are suffering from this kind of a similar episodes and similar diseases because of what they are eating is wrong, like a lot of meat. And without really proper healthy diet, they develop this kind of disease, and they don't know why they have this disease, and they don't know how to cure. And then with only simple methods, just natural remedies, just cured her diseases without significant side effects or problems. So this is just amazing illustrations of just natural remedy, how that's just amazing. And this is the pictures of it's like a skin cancer. It's like a very big outside, just protruded outside of skin, but it was very painless. It's not painful. However, this was a malignant skin cancer. So, when most of the cancer doesn't develop in 1 to 2 years. It develops in like more than 10 years. When you just having all those the bad lifestyle, what you are eating, and that just affect just the cause of inflammations. It just causes a little bit of inflammation, and as it's getting worse, then in worst case you can develop this kind of cancer. But as I told you, it takes time. But there is a hope. Even though it took for a long time, it gets you reach to this condition. However, we have hope to get better with the natural remedies to get better, to reverse that condition. And this is the pictures of inflammations can worse to the point where can develop bad sore. This is the picture of Joanna Kim had experienced. She said one of when she went to the lectures, this patient's son came to her and showed this picture. Her mom was suffering with much more severe bed sore than this at that time. So this condition is a little bit better than before. So he said her mom's condition was really severe, and then he tried everything, nothing really makes her better. However, with the natural remedies, Joanna Kim actually make her condition better. For example, like this, a lot of people, they're suffering with this kind of untreatable disease, even with the modern medicine. So, however, with this seminar, with a series of this seminar, at least we got to know, we're going to get to know about this fact that at least we know how to treat it, how to just alleviate the problem. And this is another pictures with the severe conditions when you have like a buildup of a waste or toxin in the blood vessels, it causes a significant necrosis of the body parts. So think about that. If your blood vessels is blocked by all those buildup, and then it just blocked, and it will block all those circulations and nutrition and blood flow, then what's going to happen is you're going to develop necrosis. This is the typical picture of the patients developed necrosis, what Dr. Joanna Kim she witnessed.
당뇨병이었어요. 당뇨.
So these patients developed actually this condition from the severe diabetes. When you have diabetes, you will have a lack of circulation in the foot, and then you see this severe conditions. And then, so now even see all the exposure of skin and muscle, even tendons, is a very severe condition, starting from the inflammation and blocking of the blood vessels, and causes a significant necrosis. So sad, and very unfortunately, a lot of patients, they are relying on a lot of modern medicine for the temporary, just the decreasing numbers of blood sugars. However, they don't know how to fix or how to approach to the original problem, what they are facing. Even cancer caused by inflammations, when you have excessive inflammations, a long period of time, it plays a pretty good role with creating this tumor, skin cancer or any body part organ cancer related with the hormone around that area. So the last excessive, the outcome is the cancer with the severe inflammation. This is the lady suffering from the breast cancer. You see the nipple actually retracted by the cancer inside her breast. And then you see even the cancer protruded outside of the skin. And if it's really severe, you can see this kind of patient's picture like this. This is the real patient, and Joanna Kim missionary, she witnesses that patient suffering from very severe breast cancer, and this developed very quickly and very aggressive cancer. The patient herself is very small size and skinny. However, look at this devastating, serious skin the breast disease. Now a lot of people, even though we don't see, they are suffering this kind of a serious diseases. And this is one of the complications, patients suffering from the breast cancer and developed all these infections, superimposed infections, and all those contractures and the rash, and just it's very painful and uncomfortable. Patient, they're just suffering. And this is another cases of severe inflations and causes this kind of the creating severe mess of the neck. And maybe after my lecture done, we can probably hear this amazing miracle healing story from Joanna Kim. This patient actually, her patient's condition got a lot better because I was told from Joanna Kim from another lecture. So we will probably have so get to know from Joanna Kim about the more story about these patients. So as I already shows all this kind of pictures, experiencing a lot of inflammations, causes a skin problem, and even cancer. Then we have to talk about how to get rid of this kind of inflammations. And we need to know then what's the root of the inflammation, how all these patients develop the inflammations, why? Then we have to really screen and what we are eating, because majority, maybe 95% of all those patients suffering from the inflammations actually having problem what they eat and drink. So we have to very, very carefully just screen or just be careful what we are eating and drink. So actually, whether you eat or drink, whatever you do it all, we have to, for the glory of our Creator. That's God created us. Then what God wants us to do? What's the purpose of God created us? And what the creators, the main purpose of creation of the human. So there's a lot of life causes inflammations. So a lot of people leave and then they continue their lifestyle causes inflammation. Some people, continue and maintain their lifestyle, continue regularly get rid of inflammation from their body. Basically, they detox regularly and they remain healthy. So which life do you want to live? A lot of people, they don't know. They are living in a good way or not. Their lifestyle is good or not, even though they know what they are doing wrong. However, they don't have their determination and they don't know. That's really creating significant impact in their later life. So we want to know how to get rid of this kind of inflammation from our body. The first, most of all, the important method of getting rid of inflammation from our body is drinking water. Very simple, isn't it? Very simple. That's why a lot of people ignore it. They disrespect about this fact that drinking of water is how important. I cannot really emphasize. So drinking water in the morning as you wake up, it's very good for detoxification and bowel movement. It's like a real natural medicine. So make sure as soon as you get up in the morning, drink water. That's really good medicine. And how to drink water every day, then I probably not mention detail today's lecture, but at least 8 cups a day and drink not really in one time, just drink gradually every day. Just all those basic rules for the drinking water. However, make sure you drink enough water to hydrate our body, because our body, 70% of our body composed with water. So make sure you drink water, because drinking water get rid of inflammation. That's the strong method and tool, get rid of inflammation. Also, make sure you keep your mouth very clean and maintain hygiene very clean. So to do that, either frequent salt water gargling, or disinfect, sterilize with natural oil like eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil, tea tree oil. Just to put 1 to 2 drops of oil into your mouth, and you can swallow it, and you can just hold it for a while and swallow it. It's okay, but use this kind of a natural remedy to disinfect and then maintain hygiene pretty clearly. Very simple. It doesn't give you any harm, because mouth hygiene is our oral hygiene is very important, because a lot of disease can come from the mouth. So a lot of people they have a poor hygiene of mouth with their cavity in the teeth, or they have poor gums. They don't take care of their gums, and the brushing was a problem, and what they are eating is so sweet. So make sure you clean. You make sure to keep the pretty clean hygiene of your mouth. And then make sure you clean your body with taking a shower regularly. Also, I would like to mention that all kinds of diseases that need water, if you only drink water, all these kinds of disease, you don't need to suffer. So definitely inflammations need water, GI disease, heart disease, arthritis, high blood pressure, liver disease, kidney disease, or depression, constipation, asthma, lung disease, diarrhea, even cancer. All these diseases need water. Once you just hydrate your body with enough water, then you will experience how you're going to see the differences. And next, how do you want to get rid of inflammation from your body? Second is expose with the sunlight, especially on the skin lesion, on the affected area, get some enough sunlight, those areas. Because sunlight itself, and then we can just call that sunbath, it's like an effect of anti-inflammatory drugs. Because when you get sunlight, it causes a lot of anti-inflammatory effect, antioxidant effect. Also, sunlight itself release a lot of hormone of our body. For example, it secretes. It is called serotonin, and it is called happy hormone. It turns to melatonin at night. So if you're suffering from the severe insomnia, make sure you get a lot of sunlight. Then you can get pretty good sleep at night. Lacking of sleep is one of the biggest problems causing a lot of inflammations. So good sleep is very important, and get enough sunlight. And next, I'm not sure your area, what's your main meal? In Asia, our main meal is rice. I want to emphasize brown rice for this slide. So because this is the picture of the the grain of a brown rice. So actually, the brown rice is the three compositions of germ and starch and bran. If you see, the most of the part of the grain composed of maybe 90% of the grain composed with the this what is the called? Sorry, it is called endoderm. Sorry. So 90% of the grain is composed with the endoderm. Is a large. It composed of largest portion. However, it doesn't have enough nutrition in there, and most of them are having only starch of 5% of nutrition. However, if you see the on top, the small like a eye like a it's like it is called the germ. It has a potential to sprout into a new plant. Has almost 66% of a lot of nutrients, a lot of vitamin, minerals, protein, even fat in there. Even that small portion of that grain contains a lot of nutrition. Isn't it amazing? And lastly, the last part of the bran is actually the multi-layered outer skin. Contains vitamin B and especially antioxidant as well as fiber. So this bran even also has a pretty good nutrition, about 29%. So when you get rid of these endoderm on your right side, okay, so almost 95% of the majority part took out. However, still you have enough nutrition in the germ as well as endoderm. So I have experience with the in my church when we did the kind of health seminar. We did have a lot of people, a lot of patients came to our church. And then I actually encountered one lady. She was 76 years old. She was suffering from very, very uncontrolled diabetes, as well as high blood pressure. Like her blood pressure was not under control. Like always, blood pressure 180 over 120. And she's been suffering this blood pressure, diabetes issues more than 40 years. And she feels always tired. And she also has a kind of always very loose stool. So even though she can control her, the sphincter of her bowel, however, she has to wear a diaper because she always has loose stool, almost like a diarrhea. So she has to wear a diaper. And this lady is very, she's very wealthy lady. All her family supports are pretty good. She always has a caretaker with her. However, when she came to us, she just, you guys mentioned about this brown rice. So, and then you mentioned about all these natural remedies. However, I went to the doctors, I tried everything. I've been dealing with this disease 40 years and nobody really controlled it or fixed it. Then you guys said that you can control my disease and then fix my problem. I doubt it. She had a lot of resistance at first time. However, our seminar goes on. We just emphasize that at least if you want to try it, nothing to lose, and then no side effects. But, and then she was taking already 20 or 30 pills a day at the time. And we explained to her, with taking pills, 30 pills or 40 pills a day, you're going to experience all those side effects from the medicine. However, if you try all these natural remedies, if you try as we recommended, you're going to get all the benefit without any loss. If you don't get any benefit, it's okay, nothing to lose. And then, because she was at that time very desperate because her condition was getting worse to the point where she was a majority of time sitting in the chair or or bad because she feels so fatigued or tired and having the diarrhea all the time. So we recommended this brown rice, but make sure, ma'am, you got to try all 3 meals. You eat 3 meals a day, brown rice. Make sure you cook properly. Don't mix it with the white rice. Only brown rice, 3 meals a day. Do not skip it, 3 meals a day. Only try even 1 week or a month. And then she promised with us, she's gonna try it. When she tried it, a couple days later, she called us. Oh, I tried it. It's so hard to choose it. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know. So far, I don't feel anything. I'm not sure I'm going to continue it. You know, once I just chew more and more, it's really hard. It just causes my headache worse. So she kind of kept just bringing it up, all kinds of complain. But however, we emphasize her continue doing it. So she continued trying it even with the resistance. However, since she was very desperate, she tried it. After 1 month of she trying it, she called us, and then she was so excited because when she came to us after 1 month later, we checked her blood sugar, blood pressure. Already her sugar level came down because her blood sugar always maintained about 400, 500. But about 1 month later, her blood sugar went down to below the 200, 150, 160. So she was already very happy. On top of that, basically, she felt the differences because she always had the diarrhea or loose stool. That's why she has to wear diaper. Now, amazingly, I don't have any diarrhea. And I feel that my stool is coming out pretty big enough. So that's why I don't need to wear a diaper. And I go to the bathroom regularly every day. I don't have any problem. So she started not wearing diaper after 1 month later. And then after 2 months later, her blood pressure got better, almost to the point of 150 over 100. And then after 6 months later, her blood pressure got back to normal. She's no longer taking blood pressure medication, and her blood sugar level came back to normal. She's no longer taking diabetes medications. So it was just amazing how I see the person persistently taking our advices and then followed this natural remedies. And then, just eating brown rice, eating brown rice. And then that eating brown rice changed her lifestyle too. She said that, since I'm eating brown rice, I don't want to eat like junk food. I don't want to eat any like the candies, anything. It changed her taste bud too. And she started eating more vegetables. So it was just amazing seeing her changes and seeing her, her health changes. And then after 6 months, she's no longer need a cane walker to walk. And then she's no longer wheelchair bound or, the bed bound. So she's just amazing. It was just almost miracle for me to observe that patients gets a lot better. However, a lot of people participated in the seminar didn't follow the advice. Only people follow the advice had this amazing, miraculous outcome. So that's why this is the picture of the brown rice, the differences with the brown rice and the white rice. Do you see the big differences? If you see the white rice, they got rid of the bran outside of the shell of the grain, and also get rid of those germ. The big differences. So nowadays, most of the disease coming from what we are eating, coming from the nutrition of our body, coming from the deficient of enzymes. Most of the enzyme coming from the fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. And then a lot of people, they are not doing exercise, not enough exercise, and that causes constipation, all kinds of metabolic diseases. And then they're suffering from the problem, disease, lacking of the excretion of all the toxin of waste from our body. All these are related with our lifestyle habits and what we are eating. So that patient was a typical witness for the, how the what we are eating is really changed their life. And this is the picture of the brown rice with the sprouted. So once that's sprouted, it just has more spiking of nutrition in there. So if you can possible, you can just soak the brown rice and sprout it and make with and cook it. Then you're gonna have a little bit more increased benefit. And then also it will increase your immunity it has the potential, ingredients that increase the immunity in this sprouted brown rice. So as I already briefly mentioned, there is a foods can cause inflammations. Also, there is a foods that eliminate inflammation. So like the picture in here, the foods that cause inflammation is like all those fried food, fried chicken, pizzas, donuts, cookies, fried chicken, hamburger, anything like a fast food, and we just craving for it. Sometimes our taste bud only craving for those because we are so used with it, with all the advertisement, and a lot of people around us, they eating it. And the foods that eliminate inflammations, like vegetables and fresh vegetables especially, and raw vegetables, and the fruits and all the grains and nuts. So this is the picture causing the foods cause inflammation, and the other picture, food decreases inflammation, get rid of inflammation. So another method to get rid of inflammations and heal those inflammations is fasting. This is a very powerful treatment method. You remember that lady, the Mongolian youth, she got healed by fruit fasting. So fasting is like a rejuvenate experience. So like you just increase your healing effort, healing power from your body without helping of any medicine. So it dissolves the diseased cells and the living all those healthy cells and rejuvenate healthy cells in your body. So also fasting itself make a rest to your stomach or your intestine. So give opportunity your body heal itself and then give the rest. There are 6 types of obesity. I'm not sure are you overweight or not? So this is like a full body, upper body fat type, or lower abdominal fat type, or lower body fat type, or like a swollen stomach, lower body with the including lower legs, or larger stomach with the back fat. We've seen a lot of people with the obesity like this. However, anyway, no matter what, with what types of obesity, excessive fat locates in anywhere of your body. This only just a manifestation of a typical obesity showing outside of a body. However, inside of your body, with excessive fat accumulated inside, causing significant problem. Like significant inflammation, accumulated fat itself cause inflammation, whole body inflammation, especially when you have obesity or excessive body fat. You will experience some digestion difficulty or constipation with some GI problem. You feel so fatigued, even though you slept a lot, or you are, even though you didn't realize that cancer is growing inside of your body. But drinking water is good for removing accumulated fat and waste. It takes time. It doesn't really happen right away. However, first step and strong power step has to be taken. Like I said, already if you see appearance that people just showing obesity, that means inside already a lot of things going on with all those accumulated fat infiltrated all the visceral organ to the liver, to the gallbladder, or to the intestine. It just causes all kinds of inflammations, and then increases sugar, causing cholesterol issues, causing blood pressure. However, a lot of people, they don't know why they are suffering, why they have a blood pressure issue, why they have a diabetes issue. They don't know why. So how are you gonna make delicious detox water? Now we got to know that drinking water is important for detoxing of our body. Then, but sometimes for me too, just drinking water, sometimes it's not fun, it doesn't taste, and it's just 8 cups a day. Sometimes that's a torture, right? So how are we gonna make this drinking water process easy and fun? So to make it delicious, that's one of the methods. So you can use a fruit to make this process happy. Like you just wash lemon with the powder, cleanse it very thoroughly, and you chop it very thinly and put it in the water. Easy to make, remove toxin or body fat easily, and it's very delicious. So this is the example of you put a lot in, just to make a lot in the jar, like a 1 liter, put it in the jar, and then put just the slice, you put the lemon or whatever fruit you like, slice it and put it in the jar and put it in the refrigerator, and next day you drink in the morning. But make sure, try not to put the banana. It's not really good for making this detox water. So otherwise, you can put all kinds of just the fruit, or even just cucumber, vegetable, you can put it in. So especially lemon is really great for removing toxin, and mint is really helping digestion. Cucumber has anti-inflammatory effect, and ginger relieve pain. And pineapple, grapefruit is good for digestion. So whenever you have some digestion issue, you can put the grapefruit or pineapple in the water. Then you have more benefit of drinking water, not only for drinking water only itself, and then you're adding those effect like a medicine. Another strong anti-inflammatory effect method is using tea tree oil. So tea tree oil can get rid of inflammation, especially in the wound. It will sterilize your wound and then cure for that area you are suffering. Especially whenever you have athlete foot, like with fungal infection, toenails or nails, tea tree oil, you drop 1 to 2 drops of the tea tree oil in the nail or toenails, and then with it, you got to do that long period of time, and you will get benefit from it. like this, apply it 1 to 2 drops enough outside, and then but make sure do not rub or swab again. And if you used any cotton swab, do not use that again, because it's already kind of the swab is impacted with that fungus. Just to make sure you throw it away once you use the one time. And then this tea tree oil really good for toothpaste. So I mentioned before oral hygiene. So tea tree oil, you can drop 1 drop of a toothbrush, then toothbrush will maintain pretty sterilized. So that's one good way remain your oral hygiene. And get the tea tree oil get rid of a lot of bacteria from our mouth. Also, tea tree oil is very good for acne. So use your cotton swab and then use put the tea tree oil in the cotton swab and then put it in the area you have acne. Also, it's very effective getting rid of woman's the problem like leukorrhea, itching in the bottom. So you can just do the sip bath or drop a couple drop in the in the bowl and the hot warm water, put it in the bowl and then drop the couple drops of the tea tree oil. And another way of using for the female hygiene, put the couple drops in the panties with the lavender oil. That would be great for odor and great for disinfection. And golden seal is a great source to get rid of inflammation. It is actually golden seal is a strong natural antibiotics. It's one of the best medicinal herbs. It's most of the time we do take with the capsule form. And aloe vera is a good source of antioxidant, antibacterial properties. And it accelerates wound healing. So the lady with the Mongolian youth, Joanna Kim recommended using aloe vera for the fungus skin lesion. And another method to get rid of a charcoal powder, to get rid of the inflammation is a charcoal powder. So charcoal powder has very strong anti-inflammatory effect. It's one of the most benefit with the charcoal itself. It has a strong effect with eliminating the source of inflammation. If you see the picture on your bottom on the left-hand corner, you see this is the microscopically seen the charcoal, the molecule. See a lot of pores in there. So with this pore, it just absorbs whatever toxin, whatever inflammation, it absorbs, attaches with it, and then absorbs and then get rid of the area wherever it has inflammations. So as a natural remedies, we use charcoal powder a lot. As a oral form, you can just either take it through the mouth, or you can use as a poultice and apply on the wound. Or you can just put it in the air and it absorbs all the bad air, control the bad air problem. So you can use in a various way this charcoal like this. So you put it in the room, and as in the lady that she's holding the charcoal poultice, you make it and then put it in the skin lesion. It will absorb all the toxin and inflammation. And whenever you have that, you have a stomach upset or having issues with digestion or any stomach problem, you can just take as a pill form. This is the case charcoal. So put the charcoal inside the patch and then put it in wherever the skin lesion. And another way getting rid of inflammation is reduction of stress. So no matter what, you take care of what you are eating good, you eat just all the vegetables and you eat healthy, drinking water all the time and getting sunlight, doing exercise. However, if you are getting stressed, you have hatred, envy, resentment, all those stress in your mind and all the time, or negative thinking just to occupy your mind, that will decrease your healing process. That will increase your inflammation. So make sure you decrease your stress. Also prayer, and it's the good method of getting rid of inflammations. Peace of mind. It's just a really great medicine. And also maintain normal body temperature in a good condition is very important too. And good nutritional balance is good too. The maintain normal body temperature is very important. We're gonna probably mention this in the later part of the seminar lecture. But so if you are maintaining your body temperature low, then you will go through a lot of problem. Also you will have some more inflammation issue. So there must be a law for eating and drinking, and then how you eat and drink is the best way to get rid of inflammation. So whether you eat or drink, whatever you do it for the glory of a creator. Thank you very much. This is my lecture. I gotta wrap it up. This is the end of the slide. Thank you very much. Thanks for your attention. I hope you got some benefit from my lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister, for speaking to us. It was very informative, and we thank you for speaking to us. So let's take a few minutes and ask some questions. If you have any, please type it, or you can share. You can raise your hands. I can give you time. Anyone would like to ask a question? Please let us know so that we can. Yes, Sister Merslin, please keep it short. And
hi, I just want to ask on the part where she said we should gargle, gargling of salty water or any other essential oil. Are we supposed to gargle it and spit it out, or we are supposed to gargle and swallow?
선교사님, 가글 할 때 salt water랑 essential oil로 가글 할 때 먹어야 되는지 뱉어야 되는지 그거 물어보는데.
가능한 대로 뱉어야 돼요.
If you can possible, it is better to spit it out.
여러분 안녕하세요.
Hello everybody.
네, 두 번째 시간입니다.
Yeah,
This is the second time for the seminar.
네, 입안에 굳이 나는 분들 있죠?
Anybody has the bad smell from your mouth?
거기에 이렇게 만약에 썩은 이가 있다든가 감염이 됐을 때 그런 경우가 많아요.
So most of the time, if you have bad smell from your mouth, that means you already have infection of your mouth or a lot of bacteria growing.
하나님께서 우리에게 이렇게 그 치료제를 주셨는데 그것은 천연계 속에 있는 약초들이에요.
So God gave us actually the natural remedy to us. That's all in the nature.
아까 그 사진에 보셨는데 아마 어떤 분들은 끔찍하다고 나간 것 같아요. 그 사진들이.
So probably amongst you, for think that those picture, some of the picture was very serious, and you think it's kind of not appealing, disgusting. So some of you think that way, probably.
그러나 병원에 다니다 결국은 끝에 가서 저에게 와서 어떻게 도와달라고 그래요.
However, those are real patients. They literally came to me after they tried everything and nothing worked and failed, and they came to me.
그런 사람들은 더 심해요. 사실은 여기는 양호한 사람들이에요. 더 심한 환자가 많아요.
Actually, these pictures I showed you, it's just pretty mild cases. Actually, I've experienced much more severe cases than this.
예수님이 이 땅에 오셨을 때 이 세상은 마치 질병에 그냥 감옥소 같았다고 그랬어요.
So when Jesus came to us, he said that this earth is it's like a prison of the disease.
저기 치료봉사에 나와요. Ministry of Healing에.
So according to the Ministry of Healing book.
근데 지금이 바로 그런 때 같아요.
Now is that kind of a time, I think.
네, 아주 전염병으로 꽉 차 있지만은 또 암이 얼마나 무섭게 사람을 뒤틀어 놓는지 몰라요. 끔찍해요.
So this world is full of epidemic disease as well as a serious cancer problem.
제가 예수님을 만나고 나서 저는 선교사가 되기로 결심했어요.
As soon as I met the Jesus Christ, I decided in my mind to become a medical missionary.
SDA 멤버가 된다는 것은 그냥 교인으로 교회 예배당을 채우려고 하는 게 아니라 이 세상을 개혁시키고 선교사로 부르셨다는 걸 제가 알았어요.
So as becoming a SDA member is not only just attending the church, it just requires your actions, and revolution is needed.
그래서 저는 선교해야 하다 보니까 너무나 환자가 많은 거예요.
So that's why when I do all this medical missionary work, I met a lot of patients.
그래서 저의 생활이면서 제가 한 경험들을 그들에게 나누고 도왔는데 놀랍게도 하나님께서 치료해 주셨어요.
So at that time, I shared my experience. I recommended what I learned to them. But amazingly, God helped me and gave me wisdom, and He cured them.
오늘 강의는 제가 하지 않고 우리 닥터 권이 하는 것이 훨씬 더 감동스러워요. 왜냐하면 이분은 의사이기 때문에.
I think today's lecture probably is well delivered by Dr. Kwon better because she's a doctor.
사실은 암은 현대의학으로 못 고쳐요. 누구도 못 고쳐요. 이 세상에.
To be honest with you, you cannot treat cancer with modern medicine. Actually, nobody can cure the cancer.
21세기의 사단의 최고의 걸작품.
The cancer is the Satan's masterpiece in 21st century.
그렇기 때문에 이것은 오직 인간을 창조하신 하나님께서밖에 할 수 없다는 걸 저는 알고 있어요.
So therefore, I know for sure only God can cure this cancer because He created us.
출애굽기 15장 26절에 나는 너희를 치료하는 여호와라 그랬어.
According to the Bible, it says that I am the Lord, cure you.
그러면은 어떻게 치료하셔요? 이 천사를 보내시나요? 아니에요. 그분의 사람들을 통해서 돕겠다는 말씀이에요.
Then how can He cure people? That He sent the angel to the people, then cure? No, He said that He wants help people because the people will come to them to help them.
우리가 나만 장군이 그 당시에 의료로는 불가능했어요. 그러나 하나님의 사람에게 왔을 때 단순한 그 처방으로 그가 나았잖아요. 우리가 그거를 옛날 이야기로만 읽지 현실에서 그것이 적용하는 것을 체험하지 못해요.
So actually in the Bible, Naaman general, actually his treatment or his cure was impossible at that time of technology or whatever advancement of medicine at that time. However, when he went to the God's person, his disease actually cured with the simple method.
제가 이 여러 가난한 나라들 많이 갔어요. 뭐 방글라데시, 인도, 뭐 또 중국, 또 뭐 하여튼 뭐 필리핀 수많은 나라에 가서 이것을 할 때 제 앞에 가지고 간 거는 단순한 거였는데 하나님께서 모든 환자들을 도와주셔서 대부분의 환자들이 그 자리에서 좋아지는 걸 봤어요.
So I actually worked as a missionary a lot of the third developing country, poor country like Bangladesh, India, or Philippines. When I went there, the only thing I brought was just a simple method. However, most of it, almost 99% of patients, they got cured with those simple methods.
그것은 하나님께서 지금도 살아계셔서 당신의 백성들을 하나님의 사람들을 통해서 돕기를 원하신다는 걸 보았어요.
That means God is still alive. He wants help people, wants to help people with the help of other people.
이 세상만이 전쟁터가 아니에요. 우리 한 사람을 놓고 이 사망 권세와 생명 권세가 싸우고 있는 거예요. 그 전쟁터예요, 우리 몸.
So actually, we are in the world, but it's invisible world. So we are actually fighting with the power of Satan versus God.
자, 우리가 이 결단코 흙으로 돌아가는 영원히 죽는 죽음을 죽기를 원치 않으셔요, 하나님은.
Actually, God doesn't want us to die permanently, going back to the dust.
우리는 예수님처럼 다시 부활할 수 있는 죽음을 죽기를 원하기 때문에 주님께서 이 땅에서의 생명을 주시는데 무엇을 먹느냐 먹지 말아야 하느냐 하는 거는 에덴에서부터 선택할 수 있는 길이었어요. 오늘날은 더 많은 선택의 길이 있어요. 우리가 그것을 생명의 길로 성공하도록 지혜를 얻어야 될 필요를 느꼈어요.
So God wants us to die with the hope of 부활이 뭐죠? 부활. Revelation. And then actually what we have to eat started from Eden. So actually at that time it was their choice what to eat. It's the same. It's our choice what to eat. Whether you're going to be in the road of life or not.
자, 아까 지금 질문하신 것처럼 우리가 이제 입안에 그 구취를 없애기 위해서 소금이라든가 또 유칼립투스나 이런 거를 한두 방울 떨어뜨려서 가글을 하지만 티트리 오일은 조심해야 돼요.
So only most of the natural oil is pretty good and is pretty safe to use. However, tea tree oil has to be very cautious to use.
티트리 오일은 병원에서 쓰는 소독약보다 4-5배나 강한 소독제예요.
So actually tea tree oil is very potent sterilizing power. It's more than 4 to 5 times stronger than regular sterilization regular sterilizations product in the market.
야, 그런데 그 아웃사이드에다가 바르면 그 병원의 소독제는 그 균도 죽이지만 정상 세포를 상하게 해요.
뭐가요?
병원에서 쓰는 소독.
병원에서 쓰는 게.
그래서
So,
효과는 안 나.
okay. But if if you go to the hospital with some skin lesion, hospital actually uses disinfectant product. However, that product getting rid of all the bad bacteria, but also it get rid of a pretty good skin. It will affect the pretty good skin too.
그런데 티트리 오일은 이렇게 임신부도 쓸 수 있는 유일한 에센셜 오일이면서 균도 죽일 뿐더러 정상 세포는 아주 전혀 건드리질 않아요.
So, but however, tea tree oil is very safe to use. Even pregnant woman can use. Also, it doesn't affect the normal cell.
그래서 어떤 사람은 먹어도 되느냐고 생각하는데 절대로 그러면 안 돼요. 우리 내부에 있는 세포들은 너무나 약해서 이 티트리 오일이 우리 내부로 들어갈 경우에는 독이 될 수 있어요.
That's why some people ask me, tea tree oil can be edible. However, tea tree oil, you cannot really eat it because once that oil goes to inside of your body, it probably causes more harm than benefits. It acts like a toxin in your body.
입안에 이렇게 패이고 이런 염증이 있을 때 물에다 타서 써도 되지만 이제 큐팁으로 이렇게 해서 바르잖아요. 그럼 바로 뱉으셔야 돼요.
So when you use the tea tree oil for any oral lesion in your mouth, so whatever you use with the diluted or so you put the tea tree oil in the Q-tip. Once you applied it, and make sure you spit it out.
이 입안에는 침이 늘 고여 있어야 되는데 그 침에는 소독제가 섞여 있어요. 근데 그 속에서도 균들이 번성했을 때는 티트리 오일이 굉장히 도움이 돼요.
So in normal human body, actually our mouth is well preserved hygiene with the saliva because saliva itself has already sterilized the ingredient. However, if you already developed some degree of a bacterial overgrowth, even though you have saliva, then that's the problem. So at that time, you can use tea tree oil.
저기 특별히 이빨을 썩히는 곰팡이 균들은 너무나 강해요. 그래서
especially those fungus causing cavity is very strong pathogen.
아까 그 욕창 환자를 제가 사진으로 보여드렸는데 사실 제가 만난 욕창 환자는 더 심한 환자였어요. 이 대만에 갔을 때 거기가 더운 나라잖아요. 그래서 등이 거의 다 욕창에 걸리는 환자를 봤어요.
Actually, the picture I showed you for the pressure ulcer in the back, actually that patient is just a mild case. I saw much worse case in Taiwan, because that country is very hot. So that patient actually was suffering from the whole back pressure sore.
그럴 때 사실 치료하기 어려운데 이 천연 치료만이 가능해요. 그런 환자.
Actually, in that worst malignant case, it is even really very hard to treat with modern medicine or Western medicine. However, with the natural remedy, those patient has hope.
그러나 의료 선교사는 다 낫게 하는 사람만은 아니에요. 때로는 잘 죽게 만드는 것도 필요해요. 너무 늦은 환자는 예수님 안에서 이렇게 소망을 가지고 죽도록 하는 것이 우리의 할 일이에요.
However, not only the natural medicine is really great for the cure the disease, it is also helping for people who are supposed to have a very short length of expectations. Then we will help them to die peacefully.
어떤 분들에게는 오늘 강의가 좀 쇼킹할지 몰라요. 이렇게 고기를 다 끊어야 된다든가 뭐 이렇게 현대의학을 이렇게 어떻게 보면 부정하는 듯한데 사실 부정하는 것이 아니라 현대의학으로 도움을 받으시지만 현대의학이 못 고치는 병 환자들이 소망 없이 죽어갈 때 우리가 도와야 된다는 걸 말하는 거예요.
So I want you to make sure probably you can get the wrong impressions from me, from the lectures about, what mentioned about you have to get rid of all the meat from your table. So you think that, and then, maybe it's a denial of a modern medicine. However, it's not. You need modern medicine too. However, nowadays, a lot of people, they are suffering from the disease. Even modern medicine cannot treat or cure.
미국에서 우리 팀이 동서로 이렇게 있는데 많은 한국인들이 우리 팀이 간호사들이 많아요.
So in the United States, we have a team composed with nurses, a lot of nurses, actually.
그들이 왜 천연치료사가 되려고 여기에 가입했을까요?
What do you think, they joined with us, even though they are nurses?
왜냐하면 이 천연치료가 하나님의 참된 치료이기 때문이에요.
Because natural remedies is God's real treatment He planned and He wanted.
우리가 너무나 하나님의 말씀에서 멀리 있기 때문에 죽을 수밖에 없게 됐어요, 병으로. 근데 이 천연치료는 회개가 필요하고요. 점진적인 그러한 하나님의 도우심을 치료를 볼 수 있는 길이에요. 사람이 치료하는 게 아니라.
So actually this natural medicine is not invented by the human. It's from the God. So we all supposed to die. However, with this natural remedies, you're gonna get cured by the God. However, you need to repent, and then you need the gradual help from God to get the full benefit with the natural remedies.
오늘 여러분들이 출애굽기 15장 26절을 꼭 읽어보시기 바라요. 출애굽기 15장 26절을 보면 하나님께서 치료해 주시는데 조건이 4가지가 있는 걸 볼 수 있어요. 애굽에는 어떤 질병도 걸리지 않으며 또한 하나님께서 치료해 주시겠다고 약속하셨어요. 그러나 조건이 있단 말이에요, 거기에.
So today I want you to read Bible chapter, the Bible Exodus chapter 15 verses 26. In that verse, he promised that he's gonna have his people not to get any disease. However, God promised that with that a couple condition, with the 4 conditions.
네, 결단코 죄인은 죄 가운데 죽을 수밖에 없는데 죄에서 돌이킬 때 죄와 병이 이렇게 맞물려 있는 걸 볼 수 있어요.
So if actually sin and the disease is actually hands on hands. So
그래서 옛날에 이스라엘 백성들은 병이 들면 성소로 갔어요. 제사장에게 자기 모습을 보이고 죄를 회개하고 양을 잡아서 성소에 뿌릴 때 병도 고쳐지고 죄도 속해졌어요.
So that's why in the ancient time, when the patients got disease, and they went to the sanctuary, and then they repented their sins, and then just they killed the animal.
그 피를 뿌렸어요, 성소에다.
And then they just spread the blood from the animals.
그럴 때 죄도 속하고 병도 나았어요.
At that time, then your sin will be removed, and then your disease will be cured.
하나님께서 이 치료하시다, 회복시키시다 하는 거는 영원한 구원과 연결시키는 거예요.
So if God says that, if God heals or treat, that means it's connected with the redemption. Redemption, yes.
그래서 이 오늘날 그 교회는 영적인 치료, 병원은 육적 치료만 하고 있는데 이것이 함께 돼야만 온전한 치료가 될 수 있어요.
So nowadays, the church only address the spiritual part, and the hospital only treat patients physically. However, these two has to be combined together.
지금 이 의료 선교사가 모든 SDA 멤버 모두가 다 의료 선교사가 되자는 이 운동은 그냥 이렇게 아픈데 고쳐주는 그 정도가 아니에요. 이거는 마지막 때 새 천사 기별을 세상에 외치려고 하는 당신의 하나님의 백성들이 그 길로 들어서는 워밍업이에요.
성교사님, 이런 얘기 많이 해도 되나요? 지금 바레인인데.
괜찮아요. 여기 다 교인들이라.
그래요? Actually, this movement is preparations for the three angels' messages, and then this is the process of warming up for that.
저나 여러분들은 마지막 때를 위해서 택한 하나님의 특별한 사람들이에요.
You and I are the specially chosen people from God.
영적으로 육적으로 살아남아야 돼요.
We have to survive physically and as well as spiritually.
지금까지는 목사님들을 통해서 이 신학적으로 영적으로 영생을 얻는 길을 배우셨어요.
So far, you learned about how to be, how to get, So you learned about theoretically how to be saved.
그러나 정말 영적뿐만 아니라 육적으로도 살아남아야만 하는 시대예요. 왜냐하면 주님의 오심이 가깝기 때문에.
However, you have to survive not only spiritually but physically survive because God's coming is near.
전염병은 약이 없고 백신도 없어요. 마땅한 게 없어요.
So epidemic disease actually no cure, and there's no treatable disease, no treatable medicine for that.
그러한 때이기 때문에 우리는 우리 자신을 스스로 지키는 법을 배우셔야 돼요.
Because we live in that time, so we have to protect ourselves.
관심을 가지셔야 돼요. 여러분들 모두에게 의료 선교사가 되라고 권하고 싶어요.
So I recommend you become a medical missionary to all of you.
우리는 심각한 시대에 살고 있어요.
So we live in a very, very serious time.
우리 자신들이 어떠한 사람인지 정체성을 더 깊이 깨닫고 정말 이웃들에게 참된 복음을 전해야 돼요.
So we have to realize what our identity is, and we have to spread our neighbors what the real gospel and the good news is.
우리에게만 건강 기별을 가지고 있어요. 그 크리스찬들 중에서.
Actually, among all Christians, we are the only one having this health message.
네. 이 시대에 저와 여러분들을 하나님께서 의료 선교사로 부르셨다는 사실을 기억하시고 우리 모두가 의료 선교사 되시기 바랍니다. 여기 처음 오신 분들에게는 좀 이게 무슨 얘기인가 싶을 텐데요. 건강에 대해서 좀 더 새로운 기별이기도 하고요. 그러나 SDA 멤버들에게는 이러한 봉사 사업에 여러분들을 초청하고 싶어요.
So probably if you participated in this seminar first time, probably you are not sure what's going on. But for the members of SDA, I just want to emphasize that please become a medical missionary. That's my intention for this remarks.
네, 오늘 마땅한 그 질문이 별로 없어서 가면서 당신의 검에 브리딩이 될 때 어떻게 해야 되느냐? 물 반 컵에다가 티트리 오일 2방울 떨어뜨려서 입에 물고 이렇게 계시다 뱉어내고 그러세요. 첫째는.
And we have a question about the how about if your gums is bleeding? So there was a question, and Joanna Kim says that you put in the cup you pour half of the water and then drop tea tree oil, couple drops, and then you just hold the water couple minutes
음흠.
and then spit it out.
방법은 여러 가지가 있어요. 그런데 여러분들이 쓰는 그 잇몸에서 피가 나는 데는 몇 가지 이유가 있어요. 어떤 경우에는 그냥 단순히 입에 염증이 아니라 어떤 암이 걸렸거나 할 때도 피가 나는 경우가 있어요. 근데 조심하셔야 돼요.
So there's various reasons you have gum bleeding. Sometimes if you have gum issues or some problem in your mouth, you can have bleeding. However, in severe case, if you have a cancer in your body, you can also have a bleeding from your mouth.
그래서 어딘가 이 아픈 곳이 통증이 있는 곳이 있는가를 잘 살펴야 되고요. 이유 없이 너무 피곤하거나 또 문제가 서서히 몸에 있을 때는 진단을 해보시기 바라요, 병원에.
So therefore, if you have a pain in any part of the body and that you're very tired without any specific reasons, it is better make sure you seek the medical attention.
네. 그리고 또한 그 알로에베라 젤을 그곳에다 이렇게 물고 있어도 도움이 되고요. 또 프로폴리스도 도움되고 또 골든실도 도움이 돼요. 골든실 룻 파우더.
Also, aloe vera gel, you can apply the area you have bleeding. Also, you can use propolis or golden seal powder topically.
밤에 잘 때 숟가루하고 이 알로에베라 젤을 섞어서 입에 물고 거기 부분에다 이렇게 놓고 자면 그 다음 날 좋아지는 걸 볼 수 있어요.
Also, at night, you can make poultice with the charcoal powder with the aloe gel and put it around the area you have bleeding.
뭐 하여튼 방법은 많지만은
One more question here. One question was there. What is the best tea tree oil? Maybe you can share the name. Any specific name you have, so that we can buy it.
Tea tree oil.
Good company. What?
I don't know. I'm not, businessman. So just you can search, in internet or health food store, usually.
Thank you, Sister Joanna Kim and Sister Sun for taking this
One
time.
by one, you will learn, by
Yes.
essential oil, essential oil.
Essential oil. Yes.
Next time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us. Can we close the session with a prayer? Can anyone of you pray for us?
Please remember drink water a lot and
Sure.
away, animal product and the sugar too. Sweet and food is not good for inflammation. So, okay. 나보고 기도하라는 건가?
기도하고 마치자고 그러는데요.
Who gonna pray?
Yes, please pray. Pray for us.
Okay. 감사하신 하나님, 참 지구 반대편에 있는 이 바레인에 사는 우리 사랑하는 동포들, 사랑하는 하나님의 백성들을 이 자리에 참석하신 모든 분들 한 분 한 분 기억해 주시고 하나님께서 그분들의 건강을 도와주시길 기도합니다.
Dear Heavenly Father, thanks for this seminar, and then thanks for meeting these people from opposite side of the earth, the Bahrain region. Your people, and please remember them and make sure their health is in good condition.
지금 우리가 눈을 열어서 보면 영적인 그러한 싸움이 우리 한 몸을 놓고 한 사람을 놓고 얼마나 치열한 싸움이 벌어지고 있다는 걸 기억하고 우리가 하나님의 편에 굳게 서게 도와주십시오.
Please help us to stand in front of you strongly, because and then open our eyes to see this spiritual battle targeting individual one, and so make sure we are standing firmly in front of you.
이 세미나가 끝날 때까지 주님 함께 해주시고 바레인에 있는 우리 교회를 지켜주시고 그곳에서 목양하시는 목사님께 특별히 함께 하시길 기도합니다.
So please help us until the end of the seminar, and please help Bahrain Church as well as pastor.
그리고 그곳의 교인들 함께 해주세요.
Also bless those bless the church members in Bahrain.
아픈 사람 없도록 지켜주시고
So please keep them out of the disease.
또한 이웃들을 어떻게 도와야 할지 지혜를 얻게 도와주세요.
So also give them wisdom how to help their neighbors.
진정한 예수님의 의료 선교사가 된다는 그 의미가 무엇인지 알게 해주시고
Please help us to realize what's going to be the real meaning of becoming the medical missionary and your disciples.
예수님처럼 예수님의 제자들처럼 그러한 성경 안에 있는 그러한 능력이 우리에게도 임할 수 있게 도와주세요.
Please help us. We have the power like Jesus' disciples had in the past.
예수님의 이름으로 기도합니다.
I pray in your name.